What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Daily Dose of Asian. And for all the YouTube viewers watching, welcome back to Zack Official.
I love Asians.
And if you're wondering why, yes, I did change my YouTube name.
That's late.
Yeah, we're also in the process of refacing a lot of things.
That's crazy. You should go follow him on all platforms.
What? It's not like everything's linked in bio.
That's crazy. Is my links in there too?
Oh, well, they just have to go and check it out, bro.
Bro, he's about to explain who I am too?
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
What we have today is Aiden Chappell with me today. He is
I'm a nobody.
No, he's Aiden Chappell. He's one of the founders and OG members of the WAYBACK House.
I'm the owner of the WAYBACK House.
Oh, look at that. He is one of the owners. And
shout out Brad,
the other owner. The WAYBACK House actually has over 1 million followers on TikTok, over 10,000 followers on Instagram. But the cool thing is Aiden also has over 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
So today we're gonna be interviewing Aiden, and we're gonna just see how that goes.
All right. So what do you want to talk to me about, man?
Well, let's just start from the beginning with the WAYBACK House.
All right. So beginning of WAYBACK House. You want to know all about it?
I do.
All right. Close your eyes. No, I'm joking. So basically, guys, in all seriousness, I was one of the founders of WAYBACK. This started back in 2020 of December. I met Brad, and I helped him grow one of his TikTok accounts, and we just decided that we wanted to team up together and bring something to social media that nobody's seen before. And that's what we did with WAYBACK. We said, you know, what content has nobody seen before?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, what content can we make that people want to watch and that's original? And we said, everybody wants to live in the past, especially how the world is now. I mean, everybody wants to go back to the days, their best days, their youth, if you're older, the non-COVID days. And that's what we're trying to bring back. And it's so awesome having a community like that, because every vibe is positive. Yep. There's no negativity, and there can't be, because, you know, back then negativity wasn't like in its prime. I feel like negativity is in its prime right now, and it's unfortunate, and that's one of the reasons why we love bringing this back, you know?
Yeah. So you are one of the founders and one of the owners of WAYBACK.
One of the owners of WAYBACK, yeah.
So, explain how that story went, because Brad, which is the other owner and founder, just tell us about, how that went with Brad and everything.
So, Brad, he well, I said we decided we wanted to do something different with social media, mm-hmm. and you know, I helped him grow an account and all of that. But Brad and I have always been close, and that's what we need to have as the two owners and two people who are legitimately serious about our content house. That's the bond we need to have, and I feel like we have the closest bond for anybody in the house. Mm-hmm. And you know, I can just talk about, you know, some of our accomplishments as a house and as a community, because I feel like that's something I should talk about, and I should shout out, you know, our accomplishments in the house. I mean, first of all, and I hope you're okay with me going off.
Yeah, go ahead.
But first of all, I mean, we posted our first video in mid-February. It's November 1st, and we're over 1 million followers on TikTok. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. It's a dream. It's unreal. It's seriously unreal. I'm so thankful for everybody in our fan base, and it's just amazing what y'all have done in my life, and y'all have changed me. Y'all have changed the person I am, and it's amazing to see, you know, God's plan for me and how much I've grown as a person because of how many people I have to keep me centered. And I love each and every single one of you, whether you're a close friend, you've been there for me always, new friends, fans, I don't care who you are. If you're watching me right now, I love you. I think you're a great person, and you're making my life so much better. So thank you so much for that. And you know, even if you don't subscribe, even if you don't keep watching, don't click the link down below. Just know, even if you watch this, you've influenced my life in a sort of way, especially if you leave a comment what you feel about the video. You know, tell me about your day. You know, I kind of went off on a limb there, but you know, kind of getting back to it. Wayback House, one of our first accomplishments probably was the newspaper.
Yeah.
In Gloucester, Massachusetts. We went up there, and the news company actually put us in the newspaper, front page of the newspaper. So imagine walking into the grocery store and seeing, you know,
WAYBACK HOUSE
18s on the front of a magazine. It's just like, anybody can do that. Like,
yeah. And just like to say, Aiden is only 16 like me.
16. That's it.
I mean,
anybody, like, as long as you're 13, because that's TOC. Technically you could get away with it. TOC is you gotta be 13, but you know, it is what it is, and I'm only 16. Anybody can do what I'm doing, but it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of commitment, and it's a lot of stress too. That's something I can talk about in a later episode.
Mm-hmm.
If you get me back on here, but
yeah, definitely, man.
You know, I feel like I probably should just keep going with accomplishments.
Yeah,
and
just
stuff, so I don't get, you know, off track.
Yeah.
But you know, another accomplishment, I'm just gonna go with the newspaper. We got on to a website for official content houses, and our most recent one was we actually flew across the entire country. Since we're based on the East Coast, we flew all the way to LA, and we're trying to do that more often now, that we've made this first trip. But we went to LA. We met up with Matan. He's the only member who lives in LA.
Okay.
And I did some stuff on Hollywood Boulevard, in front of the Hollywood sign. You can go check out those videos. And then me and Matan went to the Wish House. Everybody knows the wish.com. Huge website.
Shopping made fun.
They were so nice. Definitely recommend them. Definitely recommend buying something off their website, supporting them. Amazing people. Took care of us all day, bought us lunch, got us anything we needed. Amazing people, and their products, I got to review them. They were amazing. And I'm not, this video isn't promoted or anything, but they were just amazing people, amazing products, everything amazing. Go check them out, go support them. And you know, back to accomplishments and stuff, I feel like the whole thing is just an accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I feel like the whole house is an accomplishment, to be honest. And I know I'm now kind of changing the subject and I'm all over the place, but basically, before we jumped on air, we were talking about relationships.
We were.
And I was just like, you know, what's something I could bring up that's gonna get viewers engaged? Some scoop that nobody's heard yet.
Yeah, because right now, let's plan on getting a little bit deeper, because that's what the podcast is about. That's what the whole face of Zack is about, is diving deeper. So yeah, I mean, get into it. Let's talk about
Here's
this.
some tea.
Yeah.
We went to Santa Monica Pier in LA.
Yeah, while you were going to Wish House. Yeah.
Right. We visited Santa Monica Pier the night before. Supposedly having a meet and greet, we canceled it due to a lot of different things and setting up for the next day. We will have more meet and greets, possibly announcing a tour for 2022.
Woo!
And
you heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Well, you kind of got a teaser on the Instagram story, but it may be happening. It's getting closer and closer every day, and I'm super excited. But here's the tea. I ran into somebody very special on Santa Monica Pier, And if you had any guess in the world, who do you think that would be?
I guess that's your ex, Anna Kate.
That's actually correct.
Wow.
That's actually correct. I have no idea how you guessed, how you know that. Like, please.
It's not like we were talking about it.
Yeah, not like we were talking about it before the
no, but
or anything.
But like, explain. You already explained it to me, but explain to all the listeners and viewers.
Yeah, guys.
What's the story behind it?
So, the reason I mentioned her, and this is our second take on the podcast. The first one kind of got deleted. Let's be honest. I loved the first take.
I did.
But, you know,
interruptions and technical difficulties
happen. But the reason I brought her up is, even though we're not on good terms now, she was a detrimental part in me growing as a person and me growing on social media, and I really appreciate her in that aspect. But in other aspects, it's really hard, to be honest.
Yeah.
And, you know, just, you know, when you get broken up with, you feel like there's nothing else. You're not going to catch feelings for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I felt. I laid in bed for 2 days just overthinking stuff, and I was like, how is she already out? Like, was it really just not serious to her?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm still ghosted to this day. I mean, Halloween was yesterday. You can unghost me now, but you know, it is what it is. And she did stuff, I did stuff. There's nobody to blame. I mean, you got with some people that you told me not to worry about, and stuff went down. I mean, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, it is a thing where you're back on your feet now.
I'm back on my feet.
And it's weird because me and Aiden actually were sort of in a similar situation where where we were both in a low place, but social media, it does have some negative parts.
Negative parts.
It can also be a positive place. A very positive place, and you can find like sort of a therapy kind of on there.
Honestly, yeah. I feel like you can find a therapy on social media, and I feel like social media can be great in aspects, and I feel like it can be bad in aspects. But, you know, back to relationships and talking about that, I feel like, you know, just be yourself, first of all, and I can give them some tips on, like, how to, you know, manage a relationship, because, you know, she told me what I did wrong in a relationship, so here you go. First step into getting a girlfriend and pleasing, like, every single girl out there, wear Fortnite clothes, like, 24/7.
Okay.
Roblox.
No. But in all seriousness, it's no matter what you're going through, and like, no matter how far, like, how low you feel, and
exactly
whether you're going through a breakup or just, like, not in the right mental state,
right,
it's going to get better.
It is going to get better. And I mean, a lot of people don't realize that when they're in that state, but trust me, I've been there too many times, and I'm just telling you, it always gets better.
It does, because it's a thing where it's like the saying time heals is absolutely right, because you could be in a mental state or through a situation where you're like, how could God or how could anybody or the world just let this happen?
Right.
But really, once you actually, just like one day or an event will happen where you're like,
that's why it happened.
That it happened for a reason, and then you'll finally just be like, I'm not meant to feel this way.
Exactly. And listen, I'm gonna be straight up honest right now. Nothing happens without a reason.
Yeah.
Nothing happens without a reason.
Mm-hmm.
If it happened, there's a reason.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you're here today.
Yeah.
There's what there's not a reason for is for you to just give up, for you to be less than you're meant to be. And talking about meant to be, like, dude, if you want to be something, go chase it. You're not gonna get it handed to you.
Yeah.
Okay, when people say, you know, you could be anything, they mean you have to move. You have to move in that direction.
Yes.
You can't just stand still. If you want to be something, You gotta move. You can't stand still and expect to get momentum. You gotta move, and then surround yourself with people. Surround yourself with God. Surround yourself with people who, help you in life, and get a push. And then you have momentum, and then you can be what you want to be. And trust me, you can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, because honestly, Aiden and all his friends were all within the range of. We're all in the range of like 14 to 17.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is that we're all teenagers, but
Every single one of us is
every single one of us
making this video right now. We're teenagers.
We're teenagers, and honestly, I'm smaller than Aiden, but I got.
You're right. You are
1.5 thousand.
Very much smaller than me.
I am
Very much smaller.
I
Small, Zach.
I am, okay, but I have 1.5 thousand on TikTok,
and that's not a small number.
That's not, but I mean, it compared to other people. But
that's a great point you brought up, and that's another thing I want to talk about. And before this, he told me, his channel and this podcast is, bringing positivity, and comparison is not positive. It's not a positive thing, because even now, comparison still haunts me. Like, comparing literally anything, dude. Like, when I was young and I had like 100 subscribers, I would kill to post on a page that has 1 million followers, and now I own a page with 1 million followers, but it's somehow twisted in my brain that now I need to have 10 million, or I need to know this person, I need to know that person, or I need to do this or do that because this person got this and I don't have that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just human nature and the world that's twisted, and
honestly,
and we just gotta make sure we stay true to ourselves, that you stay true to you. And honestly, I'm gonna be straight up that when me and Aiden first met like 2.5 years ago, I totally thought he was like a dorky guy, and he had the dream 2 years ago of being TikTok famous. And I literally said to him, I was like, and we were friends, and I said, dude, you're never gonna make it.
You need to focus on something else.
Focus on something else. And
focus on something
and like, here we are where he's now has 1 million followers and a bunch of people who look up to him, and I'm one of those people now where I'm working hard, trying to get a lot of followers and stuff. And it's not just about the followers, it's about spreading those positive vibes and those like motivational kind of stuff on my page, as well as the WAYBACK House. It's all about positive past vibes, whereas like all before all this dark stuff came with COVID and political stuff. I mean,
yeah,
it's just looking past that and finding the right mindset,
I think that's a great thing to end on. I mean, it's getting late. I love to talk more, and we're gonna have
a part two.
Part two, probably with some more influencers. I'm gonna get some connections for you set up, and I'm gonna be back sometime next week, probably.
Yeah.
And basically, just for this week, I feel like every week, or at least when I come on here, every week I'm gonna give them a goal.
Yes.
And today's goal is to find the right mindset. Find the right mindset for yourself to be better than you are currently, because there's always room for improvement. And find the right mindset to get you in the right mental state to where you can move and you can start to have some momentum in life and whatever you want to do, because you can be anything. And that's just my 2 cents on everything. So I mean, you can wrap it up, and I'm just kind of I'm just gonna sit back and let you wrap it up.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything Aiden said, and like he said, there's definitely gonna be more parts to this. Part 2 is hopefully gonna come out by next week. Now I just want to recap what's happened and how what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna start trying to post once a week on YouTube and on the podcasting. TikTok, I'm gonna try to work hard on that too. It's hard to find time with full time with school. We both are full time.
It's hard, man.
It is, But stay tuned for more videos and everything. Also stay tuned for the Halloween special that me and Aiden did. That video should be up by November 6th or 7th. We're going to grind hard to get that edited for you.
All night tonight.
All night, baby. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And let's
go. Peace.
Yeah.
And for all the podcasters,
you can go check us out.
Go check out the YouTube.
Something.
Everything will be linked in the description on the YouTube, even the podcast. So everyone who's listening on the podcast, please check out the YouTube so you can find all those links. Well, that's it for this video and this podcast. See you
Love
next
you guys.
time.
Peace out.